back, it's Japanese Flash. We're at Australia. This is what we've got in development right now. Hopefully it'll come before Miami and make the car a little bit better. However, the car right now is awful. We are lacking so much straight line speed, it's unreal. As you can see, this is my final run in Q1. And it's not looking great, mate. It really isn't. So I'm up quite a bit as well on my out lap, on my previous lap. This is my third run, and as you can see, Piastri, my teammate, he was smashing me. He really was. There's not a lot I can do about it though. I've just got to go with it. Got to roll with it. Obviously, it's the third race of this My Team series, and it's not great. The car is awful. It really is. The AI though, the AI is something else. It really is. Into the right-hander, into the left, into the left, into the right, and then into the new layout, which is nice, which is really good. I like it. I really like it a lot. But as you can see, we're not up massively on our time, considering all the other cars are about to go out and set their own laps. Round the final corner, towards the line, I was a little bit late on the old DRS activation, but that's good enough for P14. Now, that's good enough for P14. Unfortunately though, it didn't end up there because everybody obviously had gone faster with track evolution and whatnot. But Australia is a circuit that I like, a circuit that I enjoy, and even more so now that they've created a new section to it. They got rid of the chicane out what used to be turns 9, I think it was. But yeah, it's really good. But because I started where I started, I took engine penalties as well, which is, it's always handy. But as you can see, Leclerc on pole with a 17.0. My best I think was a 19.6 or a 19.3, which is miles away. Absolutely miles away. And even with the aero and chassis upgrades that I've had prior to this race, nothing is good. Nothing is working. Nothing is great at all. Everything is, well, just lacking in so much straight line speed. It's unreal. See my teammate Piastri, he did a 19.2, and yeah, I did a 19.3. So I beat Latifi though, which is good, but with the engine penalties I'm taking, it's gonna put me back to P22 on the grid, which is all good. And not too bothered at all about where I start right now. I'd say this car is not gonna come good until at least, well, it probably won't even be by Abu Dhabi this season. Going into next season though, I hope to start the car, or start at least mid-pack. If not even a little bit higher than that. But right now we are awful. But here we go, 5 red lights. We are almost away. We are away. Starts are not great at all. Obviously I've run 0 traction, but yeah, no good at all as I go down the inside of my teammate comes back though. I'm struggling for traction out of the last corner, out of the first corner I should say, and I just go down the inside again. Squeeze my teammate a little bit, but yeah, I know for a fact I'm in for a rough ride. It's Australia. It's gonna be awkward. It's gonna be crazy. Obviously, you need plenty of downforce, and you need the car to be as streamlined as possible. And I've said it before, but this car is about as aerodynamic as a tomato, which is not great. Which is not good at all. Obviously, the setup I'm using is the race setup that I created. That video is already up on the channel, but you'll see just on how much this car is lacking in straight line speed, which is a little bit crazy to me because my teammate behind me is obviously AI. My teammate is driving the same car that I am driving as muscle, or try and muscle Danny Rick out of the way, because I need to get past. But my teammate behind me, you wouldn't think that he wouldn't be able to keep up with me in a straight line, because obviously we've got the same straight line speed. But what was happening, my teammate was actually gaining on me in the straights, which I find that difficult and hard to understand, just simply because you shouldn't be able to, because we've got the same car. So then I should be keeping the same gap to my teammate as my teammate is keeping to me. But that didn't work, or it doesn't work like that, or it doesn't appear to work like that. Yes, I know I make mistakes, I'm not perfect with the AIR, but still, how they gain on me is unreal. It really, really is a bit strange. But as you can see, I'm up into P19, got Stroll next. Stroll is on those soft compound tyres, which is a little bit weird. Stroll was the only car, or the only AI car to start on the softs, whereas everybody else opted for the mediums and then decided to go on to the hards straight away, which I'm not too worried about him, to be fair. I'm keeping quite a decent gap, and yeah, I'm happy for the time being. Just all back to the bus. It's lap 4, start of lap 4. I know those soft tyres are going to die soon, so I'm going to need to make a move on him and get close to him pretty quickly. But I've obviously got to worry about Gasly and everybody else in front, as it just came over the radio that Piastri is really struggling. The car is not going great for him at all. Not sure if it's an engine problem. It just said Piastri has a problem, which ain't great. Considering where we are. But right now, everything's good. Everything is rosy, and I just need to catch up to Stroll, and I need to catch Gasly, because obviously I'm going to need DRS from Gasly, whereas right now I can't catch, or I'm out of the DRS from Gasly. But going into that corner right there, I do seem to gain quite a bit of time back, whereas it must be later on the brakes. Stroll is going to have to pit really soon, I would have thought, by the end of lap 6 easily, just because of how those soft tyres degrade around here. On to lap 8, managed to dispatch Stroll. So I'm up in the P17, and I would have thought I ain't getting many more places. I'm definitely not getting points this race, because whilst I was using overtake, Gasly is able to get away from me, and even in the slipstream of Gasly, I'm still not able to keep up, just because the straight line speed is so poor. I did go to send one, but that meant then that Albon, because I sent one on Gasly there, Albon was able to get away from me. For some reason the time didn't change as I crossed the line. It was literally stuck. I thought I crossed the line within. On further replay, I didn't get DRS, which really annoyed me, because it was as if the time had stuck. It said 11:01, and then I thought when I crossed the line, I thought I was well within the limits, and however I wasn't. But on to lap 10, everybody is obviously starting to struggle with tyre wear. I managed to get past Albon, past Gasly, and on the back of Tsunoda. But Tsunoda, every time I caught the back of Tsunoda was able to get away from me. There was nothing I could do at all. I tried everything. I even recharged the battery, and then tried to get past him again. It was just wasn't going to happen. Wasn't going to happen at all. I'm 14. Probably best I can go is another position, but I'm not getting past Tsunoda today. And I wasn't running that much of high downforce either. It was yeah, it was where I would normally run, because obviously the car is lacking in so much straight line speed. Like they're able to get away from me, and you'll see in the last few laps just how much of a gap they pull, because they're that obviously fast. Even Albon in the Williams behind me is able to catch, and then I best him then in that new profiled corner, which is unreal, which really is. Again on Tsunoda, managed to stick with him, and then he pulls away. Norris the same. At the moment, the only person that I can really race is my teammate, but unfortunately my teammate, he's having issues of his own. On to lap 11, managed to catch Tsunoda a little bit more. Into this turn was where I seem to gain a lot of my time back, but then straight away on traction they put a 10th or 2, and especially this last corner. You can see I'm 3.8 behind him, 2.5, and then it starts to go rocket back up. So I went from 2.85 to 4.5, and then going through this corner they then gain a little bit back, and then they go again. Even with DRS they're able to pull away from me, which is unreal. It really is unreal, as Guan Yu Zhou is holding everybody up. I think if I was to be able to get past them, I think I could do a little bit, but it's one thing keeping up with them, is another thing to try and get past them and keep them away. But unfortunately I don't have the straight line speed. I think when the car becomes a little bit more slippery through the air, I think I'll have a much better chance, even with the engine that I've got. Obviously I chose the Mercedes engine. I don't regret choosing the Mercedes engine at all, but I genuinely think if I could catch them and get past them, I think I could do a little bit, as I went for a cheeky move, which ended up being actually nothing, because Tsunoda defended it really well, and we ended up touching, which isn't the best of driving at all. But as you can see on a lap 13, just checking the tyres, one lap later, as I'm boxed, I'm going to go one more lap and then box onto the hards. But you can just see on how much Albon had caught the back of me, and I had a little moment kind of at the last turn. But it's not great. It's not great at all, as everybody's starting to funnel out of the pits, which slowed everything down quite a lot. You see Bottas behind has already pitted for the hards. It's going to be really difficult to get those hards warmed up on the next lap, but we shall see. But definitely pitting this lap to see what I can do. But it's not going to be a match. It really isn't. Although points are coming, I really do feel they are. I didn't make the same mistake again that they made in Jeddah, and I overfilled the car rather than underfill the car, which is a good job I did, because I finished the race quite low on fuel considering how much I put in. Must be the way I'm riding the engine to drain all the fuel, which is nuts. But yeah, I'm really loving the new Australia. I'm really loving the pit mechanics as well, which you'll see I managed to nail. I have also now upgraded the pit team to make sure that they do less errors, which is good. Here we go for the pit stop, and I am going to leave you guys with the rest of this vid. Remember, wherever you are in the little day, hope you're good, hope you're well, take care. It's absolutely melting in the UK as I hit the purple on the turn-in. Remember to do all that good stuff, like hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one. Wherever you are, guys.
Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound. Resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are so far no plans for a safety car. Taking care of them. Laps of fuel left. amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Pick up rubber and bring it home.
Brilliant stuff from Red Bull today. What a superb victory. So, Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
I really feel the track layout, combined with the track temperatures we saw today, suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team. So let's review the drivers' standings. Today's performance means that Max Verstappen now owns top spot in the Drivers' Championship. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Natalie Pinkham, come on, who do you pick?
I have to give it to Joker. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.